Welcome to online classes. In today's class, we will derive an equation of a plane passing through three non-collinear points. See, if we have three collinear points, suppose the points A, B, C are collinear, then there exist infinitely many planes passing through these 3 points. See, for example, A, B, C are 3 collinear points. The board itself is one of the plane passing through these 3 points. Or if I consider a plane like this plane is also passing through these 3 points, right? Similarly, if I take the plane like this plane will be also passing through same point. So here we have to consider 3 non-collinear points. If we consider the collinear points, then there exist infinitely many planes passing through the collinear points. So here we have to find equation of a plane passing through 3 non-collinear points. For that you have to take a 3-dimensional space XO, Y and Z. I will consider one plane. I will take Q, R and S as 3 non-collinear points. So I will consider, let the Q of X1, Y1, Z1, comma R, X2, Y2, Z2 and S, X3, Y3, Z3 be 3 non-collinear points with the position vectors A vector, comma B vector, comma C vector respectively. So I will take Q, R and S with the coordinates x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, x3, y3, z3 with the position vector A vector, B vector and C vector respectively. So suppose this is the point Q and I will take this is R and somewhere here S. See, if I join, can I join these 3 points in the same line? No, right? If I draw one line, you can join Q and R, but you cannot join Q, R and S together. So here the points Q, R and S are non-collinear. So here Q, R and S are 3 non-collinear points with the position vector A vector, B vector and C vector. So this is OQ vector is A vector. Next, the position vector of R is vector B and position vector of S is vector C. Now I will join QR and QS. See, here Q, R and S are 3 non-collinear points with the position vector A vector, B vector and C vector. Now you have to join QR and QS. Since these 3 points lie on the same plane, QR vector and QS vector lie on the same plane. Since QR vector and QS vector lie on the same plane, the vector QR cross vector QS will be perpendicular to both QR vector as well as QS vector. See, here we have one point Q, here we have another point R, and here we have another point S. See, QR vector and QS vector lie on this plane. See, like this, right? Here QR vector as well as QS vector lie on the same plane. We know that the cross product of two vector will be perpendicular to both. That is, suppose this is the cross product of QR vector and QS vector. That is, QR vector cross QS vector will be perpendicular to both QR vector as QS vector. Since QR vector and QS vector lie on the same plane, the vector QR cross vector QS will be perpendicular to the plane. So actually this vector looks like this, right? So this is the vector QR vector cross QS vector will be perpendicular to the plane. So, and here QR dot then QR vector cross QS vector will be perpendicular to the plane. Now I will consider an arbitrary point P on the plane. Now I will consider an arbitrary point P on the plane whose position vector is R vector. Then I will join QP. Now see, since P is a point on the plane, the vector QP must lie on the given plane, right? And already we know that the cross product of QR and QS vector is perpendicular to the plane. So QR vector cross QS vector looks like this. Since QP vector is also lie on the same plane, so you can say that vector QP and the vector QR vector cross QS vector will be perpendicular to each other. So now you have to take the condition, or you have to let point P with the coordinate x, y, z be an arbitrary point, be an arbitrary point on the plane with the position vector R vector. Since P is also a point on the plane, then you can say that vector QP is perpendicular to the cross product of QR vector and QS vector. So QP vector will be perpendicular to QR vector cross QS vector. Since any two vectors are perpendicular, then their dot product equal to 0. Therefore you can say that vector QP dot vector QR cross vector QS is equal to 0. Now how to write vector QP? Actually this is OP vector minus OQ vector dot, how to write a QR vector? It is OR vector minus OQ vector cross, how to write a QS vector? It is OS vector minus OQ vector, which is equal to 0. Now what is OP vector? It is position vector of P. What is position vector of P? It is R vector minus, what is OQ? OQ is position vector of Q, that is A vector. So R vector minus A vector dot, what about OR vector? It is vector B minus OQ A vector cross OS vector is vector C minus OQ vector is vector A, which is equal to 0. So I will take this as equation 1. So this equation 1 is the vector equation of the plane passing through three non-collinear points. So this is the required vector equation of the plane. So what we have to do is you have to consider three non-collinear points. If we consider the collinear points, then there exists an infinitely many planes passing through that point. So we have to consider here non-collinear points. So with the position vector A vector, B vector and C vector, since QR vector cross QS vector will be perpendicular to the plane, then you have to consider an arbitrary point on the plane by the condition then QP vector will be perpendicular to the cross product. If any two vectors are perpendicular, then their dot product equal to 0. Hence we get the equation R vector minus A vector dot B vector minus A vector cross C vector minus A vector equal to 0. So take this as equation 1 and it is the required vector form. Now we have to write the Cartesian form. See, we already took the coordinates of the points, right? So directly you can write the vectors, what is R vector, A vector, B vector as well as C vector. So the required Cartesian form already we know that what is the coordinate of P? It is x, y, z. Therefore you can write what is R vector. What is R vector? It is xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. A vector is the position vector of point Q. What is the coordinate of Q? x1, y1, z1. So vector A is x1i cap plus y1j cap plus z1k cap. B vector is the position vector of point R. What is the coordinate of R? x2, y2, z2. Therefore B vector is x2i cap plus y2j cap plus z2k cap. Similarly, C vector is the position vector of S whose coordinates are x3, y3, z3. So C vector will be x3i cap plus y3j cap plus z3k cap. Now we have to find what is R vector minus A vector, what about B vector minus A vector and C vector minus A vector. Therefore we have to find what is R vector minus A vector. So what about R vector minus A vector? It is x minus x1 into I cap plus y minus y1 into j cap plus z minus z1 into k cap. Similarly, what about B vector minus A vector? This a vector minus this, so it is x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap plus z2 minus z1 k cap. Next you want C vector minus A vector. So this vector minus this one. So what is C vector minus A vector? It is x3 minus x1 I cap plus y3 minus y1 j cap plus z3 minus z1 k cap. Next what we have to find? We have to find the cross product first, that is B vector minus A vector cross C vector minus A vector. Then you have to find the dot product. Or see this equation 1 carefully. Is this of the form A vector dot B vector cross C vector? Right? See, it is actually the scalar triple product, right? So you can directly apply the formula. So what is a scalar triple product? Is a determinant, right? If we have a1 I cap plus b1 j cap or like this, if we have the vector A vector dot B vector cross C vector, then actually it is a determinant. Here we have to write the coefficient of A vector. Here we have to write coefficient of B vector as well as coefficient of C vector in the third row. Same condition we will apply here. Actually, we have, what is equation 1? It is R vector minus A vector dot B vector minus A vector cross C vector minus A vector is equal to 0. So it is actually the scalar triple product. So what is this? It is the determinant. In first row, you have to write the coefficient of I cap, j cap and k cap of R vector minus A vector. So what are the coefficients? It is x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1. In second row, you have to write coefficient of B vector minus A vector, that is x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. And in the third row, you have to write the coefficient of C vector minus A vector, that is x3 minus x1, y3 minus y1 and z3 minus z1. So this determinant equal to 0. So this is the required Cartesian form of equation of the plane passing through three non-collinear points. So now we will do some problems regarding this. It is also an important derivation. Question may be asked like this: derive an equation of a plane passing through three non-collinear points in both the vector and Cartesian form. First question: find the vector equation of the plane passing through points. First one, 2, 5, minus 3, minus 2, minus 3, 5, and 5, 3, minus 3. So first thing we have to do is, we have to check whether the given points are collinear or not. If the points are collinear, then you can write there are infinitely many planes passing through the points. Otherwise, you can use the earlier formula. So first we have to check whether the given points are collinear or not. So here I will take the given points as, let the Q be 2, 5, minus 3, R minus 2, minus 3, 5, and S 5, 3, minus 3 be the given points. Now first you have to check whether the given points are collinear or not. So for that you have to find out direction cosines of QR and RS. First thing you have to do is, you have to find the direction ratios of QR as well as RS. If the direction ratios are proportional, then the given points are collinear. If the direction ratios are not proportional, then the given points are non-collinear, so that you can find the equation. So first we will find the direction ratios of QR. What about direction ratios of QR? x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. So minus 2, minus 2, it is minus 4. Here minus 3, minus 5, minus 8. 5 minus of minus 3, that is 5 plus 3, 8. So these are the direction ratios of QR. Similarly, we will find the direction ratios of RS. Again same formula, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. So 5 minus of minus 2, 7. 3 minus of minus, that is 3 plus 3, 6, and minus 3 minus 5 minus 8. Now see the ratio minus 4 by 7, minus 8 by 6, 8 by minus 8. Are they proportional? No, right? Therefore, you can say that the given points are non-collinear. So if the given points are non-collinear, you can use the earlier formula. What is the formula? R vector minus A vector dot, B vector minus A vector cross, C vector minus A vector equal to 0. So now write the given condition. If Q is given, you can write what is vector A. R is known, so you can write what is vector B. S is given, and hence you can write what is vector C. So what is A vector? It is 2i cap plus 5j cap minus 3k cap. What about vector B? It is minus 2i cap minus 3j cap plus 5k cap. What about vector C? It is 5i cap plus 3j cap minus 3k cap. Now you have to calculate what about B vector minus A vector as well as C vector minus A vector. So I will write here, therefore B vector minus A vector. So what about B vector minus A vector? Minus 2i cap minus 2i cap, that is minus 4i cap, minus 3j cap minus 5j cap, that is minus 8j cap, 5k cap minus of minus 3k cap, that is plus 8k cap. Similarly, you have to calculate what is C vector minus A vector, that is 5 minus of minus, that is 5 plus 2, 7 I cap, 3 minus of minus, that is 3 plus 3, so plus 6 j cap, and minus 3 minus 5, that is minus a k cap. So once you find the value B vector minus A vector as well as C vector minus A vector, you can write the equation. Therefore, required equation of the plane is, what is the formula? It is R vector minus A vector dot B vector minus A vector cross C vector minus A vector, which is equal to 0. Now substitute the terms. So this is R vector as it is minus, what is A vector A? It is 2i cap plus 5j cap minus 3k cap dot B vector minus A vector, that is minus 4i cap minus 8j cap plus 8k cap cross, what about C vector minus A vector? It is 7i cap plus 6j cap minus 8k cap, so this thing equal to 0. So this is the required vector equation of the plane passing through the given point. So first you have to do is, you have to check whether the given points are collinear or not. If it is non-collinear, then the same thing. If the points are collinear, then you have to write there are infinitely many planes passing through the given points. Next question. 1 1 minus 1, 6 4 minus 5, minus 4 minus 2 3. First we have to do is we have to find the direction ratios. If the direction ratios are proportional, then they are collinear, otherwise they are non-collinear. So solution, let the point Q 1 1 minus 1, point R 6 4 minus 5, and point S B minus 4 minus 2 3. So first we will find the direction ratios of QR. So what is direction ratios of QR? Formula is x2 minus x1 comma y2 minus y1 comma z2 minus z1. So 6 minus 1 5, 4 minus 1 3, minus 5 minus of minus 1, that is minus 5 plus 1 minus 4. Now we will find what is the direction ratios of RS. So what are the direction ratios of RS? Minus 4 minus 6, that is minus 10, minus 2 minus 4 minus 6, 3 minus of minus 5, that is 3 plus 5 8. Now see the ratios, take the proportional. First proportional is 5 by minus 10, here 3 by minus 6 and minus 4 by 8. See here 5 by minus 10, 3 by minus 6 and minus 4 by 8. See, all the ratios are is equal to minus 1 by 2, right? 5 by minus 10, 3 by minus 6 as well as minus 4 by 8. All the ratios are equal to minus 1 by 2. That means the direction ratios are proportional. Therefore, you can write the given points are collinear. The given points are collinear and there exist infinitely many planes passing through given points. So there are infinitely many planes passing through the given points. So write one homework question. One 1 0, 1 2 1, minus 2 2, minus 1. Same question. Find the vector equation of the plane passing through the points 1 1 0, 1 2 1, minus 2 2, minus 1. First thing you have to do is whether the given point, check whether the given points are collinear or not. If it is collinear, then just write the one sentence, there exist infinitely many planes passing to the given points. If the given points are non-collinear, then use the formula. Next heading, plane passing through the intersection of so next thing is plane passing through the intersection of two given planes. Suppose this is one plane. Suppose this is one plane and this is another plane. So I will take this as P1 and this is another plane P2. So here at this line the two planes will intersect. So this is the line of intersection of two given planes. Suppose there exists another plane, say P3, suppose P3 be the plane passing through the line of intersection of P1 and P2. See, suppose this is the plane P1 and this is the plane P2. P1 and P2 will intersect not at a point. So ಎರಡು ಲೈನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ಎರಡು ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೇಗೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು? ಥ್ರೂ ದಿ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ P1, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ P2 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದಿ ಲೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ P1 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ P2. ಸಪೋಸ್ this is another plane P3 is passing through the line of intersection of these two planes like this. So this one is P1, this is P2 and this is P3 which is passing through the line of intersection of these two planes. Now we have to find what is the equation of this plane. So ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ಲೈನ್ ಎರಡು ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ದೇರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅ ಲೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ P1 and P2 be the two planes. That is P1 will be r vector dot n1 cap is equal to d1 and let equation of P2 be r vector dot n2 cap is equal to d2. So I will take this as equation 1, this as equation 2. So equation 1 is equation of P1 and second one is the equation of P2. Now we have to consider, let P3 be the plane passing through the line of intersection of planes P1 and P2. So ಈಗ I will consider an arbitrary point R on this line of intersection. So now I will consider an arbitrary point, say R, on the line of intersection of P1 and P2. So I will consider one arbitrary point, say R, whose position vector is, say, t vector. So you have to consider an arbitrary point R on the line of intersection of P1 and P2 whose position vector is T vector. Now see, R eluntu, R is on the line of intersection of P1 and P2. So P1 ಮತ್ತು P2 ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ಲೈನಿನ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ R ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್, ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ದ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ P3 ಲೈಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಎಗೇನ್ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಹೇಳುದು ಈಗ P1ಗೂ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, P2ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಯಾಕೆ? ದಿಸ್ ಲೈನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೋತ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಟಿ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ 1 ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ 2, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? Is it right? See, here we are considering an arbitrary point R on the line of intersection of P1 and P2 with the position vector T vector. See, ಇಲ್ಲಿ R ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುದು it lies on the line of intersection of P1 and P2. Since this line is common to both P1 and P2, this T vector must satisfy both equation 1 and 2. Therefore, you can write this as T vector dot n1 cap is equal to d1 and T vector dot n2 cap is equal to d2. Now for some real number lambda, you can write this as T vector dot n1 vector plus lambda times n2 cap, n1 cap plus lambda times n2 cap is equal to d1 plus lambda times d2. See, ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಕರೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಎರಡು ಲೈನ್ ಇದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ 1, ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ 2 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ 3 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, you can find the third equation using the condition equation 1 plus some lambda times equation 2 equal to 0 case ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ you can find what is the equation of the third one, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಇದು ಕಾಂಕರೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ, for some real number lambda you can write the given equation as T vector dot n1 cap plus lambda times n2 cap is equal to d1 plus lambda times d2. So I will take this as equation 3. So this is the equation of plane P3 which is passing through the line of intersection of P1 and P2. ಯಾಕೆ ಇದನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು? Since here we are taking R as an arbitrary point, so R ಅನ್ನು ಜನರಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋದು, ಸೊ whose position vector is T vector, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ T vector ಹೇಳೋದು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟರಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರುವ ಕಾರಣ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ 3 ಅನ್ನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಲೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲೇನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಯಾವ ಕೇಸಿಗೆ ಆಯಿತು? if equation of the planes in normal form, that is r vector dot n1 cap equal to d1 as well as r vector dot n2 cap equal to d2, if plane P1 is r vector dot n1 vector equal to d1 and equation of plane P2 is r vector dot n2 vector is equal to d2, then equation of the plane P3 you can write it in the form r vector dot n1 vector plus lambda times n2 vector is equal to d1 plus lambda times d2. So this is the required equation of the plane in normal form. Now we will find what about the Cartesian form of the same plane P3. So in order to find the Cartesian form. So I will consider, let the point R be x, y, z, so that you can take the position vector of R vector as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Then here we are taking an arbitrary point, so R vector can be written as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap, and let n1 vector is equal to a1 cap plus b1 j cap plus c1 k cap, whereas n2 vector is a2 I cap plus b2 j cap plus c2 k cap, where a1, b1, c1 are the direction ratios of n1 vector and a2, b2, c2 are the direction ratios of n2 vector. Now take this equation 4. Now substitute the values in equation 4. What we will get? R vector is xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap dot n1 vector is a1 I cap plus b1 j cap plus c1 k cap plus lambda times what is n2 vector? It is a2 I cap plus b2 j cap plus c2 k cap, which is equal to d1 plus lambda times d2. Now we will simplify. Now first we will simplify this, that is we have xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap dot, see this is a1 I cap plus lambda times a2 I cap, so it can be written as a1 plus lambda times a2 I cap plus, similarly combine together the coefficient of j cap, we get b1 plus lambda times b2 j cap plus c1 plus lambda times c2 k cap, which is equal to d1 plus lambda times d2. Now the dot product of two vectors, that is you have to multiply the corresponding coefficients, that is x into a1 plus lambda times a2 plus y into b1 plus lambda times b2 plus z into c1 plus lambda times c2 is equal to d1 plus lambda times d2. Now we will combine the terms independent of lambda together as well as the term including lambda together. So x into a1 plus, here we have y into b1 which is independent of lambda, and here we have z into c1 which is independent of lambda, plus take the lambda terms together, that is x lambda a2 here y lambda b2, here z lambda c2. If I take lambda outside, what are the remaining term? X into a2 plus y into b2 plus z into c2, which is equal to d1 plus lambda times d2. Now take that d1 plus lambda times d2 to the left hand side, and on rearranging we get a1x plus b1y plus c1z plus d1, here it becomes minus d1 plus lambda into, just here in the terms, a2x plus b2y plus c2z, and this minus lambda d2 to the left hand side it becomes minus, so this is minus d2 equal to 0. So this is the required Cartesian form of equation of the plane passing through the line of intersection of given two planes. So now we will do some problems regarding this. First question. Find the vector equation of the plane passing through the intersection of the planes r vector dot I cap plus j cap plus k cap is equal to 6 and r vector dot 2I cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap is equal to -5 and the point 1, 1, 1. So what is the question given? You have to find the vector equation of the plane passing through intersection of these two planes, and also the plane is passing to the point 1, 1, 1. So solution: given equation of P1, that is r vector dot I cap plus j cap plus k cap is equal to 6, and equation of P2 is given, that is r vector dot 2I cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap is equal to -5. So compare this equation with the standard equation, that is r vector dot n1 vector equal to d1 and r vector dot n2 vector equal to d2. Therefore you can get the value to what is n vector. It is I cap plus j cap plus k cap. What about n2 vector? This one, that is 2I cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap, and d1 is 6 and d2 is -5. Therefore what is the equation? Therefore equation of the plane is of the form. What is the equation? It is r vector dot n1 vector plus lambda times n2 vector is equal to d1 plus lambda times d2. Now we will find what is n vector plus lambda times n2 vector. So r vector as such, so this is r vector dot, see, n1 vector plus lambda times n2 vector. So I will write here, therefore what is n1 vector plus lambda times n2 vector? n1 is I cap plus lambda times 2I cap, so it becomes 1 plus 2 lambda I cap plus j vector plus lambda times 3j vector, that is 1 plus 3 lambda j cap plus what about k cap plus lambda times 4k cap. So this is 1 plus 4 lambda k cap. So if I substitute here, so r vector dot, what is n1 vector plus lambda times n2 vector? That is 1 plus 2 lambda I cap plus 1 plus 3 lambda j cap plus 1 plus 4 lambda k cap, which is equal to what is d1? 6 plus lambda into -5. So actually what is r vector? R vector is xi cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. So dot product means it is of the form x into 1 plus 2 lambda plus y into 1 plus 3 lambda plus z into 1 plus 4 lambda, which is equal to 6 minus 5 lambda. So this is the equation of the plane, but already they given the required equation is passing to the point 1 comma 1 comma 1. So 1 comma 1 comma 1 must satisfies this equation. Therefore, in the place of x, y and z, you can write the value 1 1 1, since the plane passing through the point 1 comma 1 comma 1, this equation, I will take this as equation 2, then equation 2 becomes, what is equation 2? In the place of x, y, z, you have to substitute 1 each, so it becomes 1 into 1 plus 2 lambda plus 1 into 1 plus 3 lambda plus 1 into 1 plus 4 lambda is equal to 6 minus 5 lambda. Simplify this, 2, 3, 4 plus 5. So it becomes 14 lambda is equal to the constant term. Here we have 3, here we have 6. So 6 minus 3, 3. So we got the value lambda as 3 by 14. Now we have to substitute this lambda in equation 1. Or you can first calculate what is 1 plus 2 lambda, what is 1 plus 3 lambda, as well as 1 plus 4 lambda, and what is 6 minus 5 lambda separately. Then substitute the values in equation 1. So I will write, therefore, what is the value 1 plus 2 lambda? So this is 1 plus 2 into 3 by 14. So 14 is the common denominator. What about numerator? It is 14 plus 6, that is 20 by 14. Similarly, calculate what is 1 plus 3 lambda. So 1 plus 3 lambda is 1 plus 3 into 3 by 14, that is 14 is the common denominator. Numerator is 14 plus 9, that is 23 by 14. And here we calculate what is 1 plus 4 lambda. So what is 1 plus 4 lambda? This is 1 plus 4 into 3 by 14, that is 14 is the common denominator. What about numerator? 14 plus 12, that is 26 by 14. Now we will calculate what about 6 minus 5 lambda. Six minus 5 lambda, that is 6 minus 5 into 3 by 14. So here 14 is the common denominator. So this is 84 minus 15, that is 69 by 14. So 6 minus 5 lambda is 69 by 14. Now substitute all the things in equation 1. Therefore, equation 1 becomes, what about equation 1? R vector dot, what is 1 plus 2 lambda? It is 26 by 14 I cap plus 1 plus 3 lambda is 23 by 14 j cap plus 1 plus 4 lambda is 26 by 14 k cap, which is equal to 69 by 14, or you can cancel 14, and the equation is of the form r vector dot 26i cap plus a 23j cap plus a 26k cap is equal to 69. So this is the required vector equation of the plane passing through the given two planes as well as the given point. So write one homework question. The planes given are r vector dot 2i cap plus 2j cap minus 3k cap is equal to 7 and r vector dot 2i cap plus 5j cap plus 3k cap equal to 9 and the point is 2, 1, 3. Now write the second equation or second question. Find the equation of the plane through the intersection of plane 3x minus y plus 2z minus 4 equal to 0 and x plus y plus z minus 2 equal to 0 and the point 2, 1. First problem is in the vector form, but second question is in the Cartesian form. So similar method. So what is the required equation? Required equation of the plane. What is the formula? a1x plus b1y plus c1z minus d1 plus lambda times a2x plus b2y plus c2z minus d2 equal to 0. So here it is equation of the first plane and it is the equation of the second plane. Already the equation is given. So equation will be of the form 3x minus y plus 2z minus 4 plus lambda times x plus y plus z minus 2 is equal to 0. Take this as equation 1. So this is the equation of the required plane, but already they given this plane is passing to the point 2, 2, 1. So in the place of x, y, z you can substitute the value. So since equation 1 is passing through 2, 2, 1, equation 1 becomes, what is equation 1? 3 into 2, 6 minus 2 plus 2 into 1, 2 minus 4 plus lambda times x is 2, y is 2, z is 1. So what is this value? Minus 2 plus 2 cancel, 6 minus 4, 2 plus lambda into 2, 2 cancel, 2 plus 1, 3. So 2 plus 3 lambda is 0, that implies lambda is minus 2 by 3. Now we have to substitute the lambda value in equation 1 and then simplifying we get the required equation. So put the value of lambda, put lambda equal to minus 2 by 3 in equation 1. What we will get? Equation 1 is 3x minus y plus 2z minus 4 plus what is lambda? It is minus 2 by 3 into x plus y plus z minus 2 equal to 0. Now we will simplify. What is the common denominator? 3. So 3 into 3x, 9x minus 3y plus 6z minus 12 minus 2x minus 2y minus 2z plus 4 equal to 0. Now we will simplify. So 9 minus 2, 7x, minus 3y minus 2y minus 5y, 6z minus 2z plus 4z, and minus 12 plus 4, that is minus 8 equal to 0. So this is a required equation of the plane passing through the intersection of given two planes and passing to the point 2, 2, 1. Now let us continue the remaining thing in the next class. Thank you.